Hey guys, welcome to my first reading weekend vlog. Weekend reading vlog. So I just recorded my newbie booktube. Oh my gosh, booktube newbie tag. So I figured I would just go ahead and start like a weekend vlog. Today I finished The Match by Sarah Adams, and then The Guest, I think it's by B.A. Paris. I was listening to that one on audio, so I finished that in the car. So now I just need to pick the next physical book I'm going to read, and then probably pick the next audio that I'm going to read, or I guess listen to, whatever, it's the same thing. I think I have a few books that I want to read. I really feel like I want to read Business Casual by B.K. Borison. I really want to read that one. I think I'm going to read this one. Saturday. So today I just got to the library because I'm going to print off my 2025 bingo card and put it into my planner. Last night I did not end up reading because we ended up playing Pokemon cards instead. But this morning I did read a little bit, and I filmed a little bit of that. I only read one chapter of Business Casual, but it's actually really cute so far, so I think I'm really going to enjoy it. I haven't picked out an audiobook yet, but it's most likely going to be a thriller because I can't listen to the same genre that I'm reading, or else I feel like I'll get confused. So I'm going to go into the library, print off my bingo card, maybe see if there's any books that I want to read, but I really am trying to get through my physical TBR at home before I purchase any books or really get any books. But I mean, the library really doesn't count. And I canceled Kindle Unlimited because I really wanted to try to get through my physical TBR. But then in my book club that I'm in, my in-person book club, we're reading Phantasma, I think is what it's called, for January. So I'm gonna have to get Kindle Unlimited again because it's on there, and it's cheaper to get Kindle Unlimited than buy the book. So that's my plans for today. I don't think I'm gonna, well, I may go somewhere else. I don't know. I'm not really sure if you can see me or not. We will pretend that you can see me. So I just got back out to my car from the library, and I printed off my bingo card. I thought I was printing it in color, but it's black and white, which is really fine. I'll just use highlighters and things when I get home. So I printed that off, and then I also got one book from the library because obviously Onyx Storm comes out on the 21st, and I'm going to a midnight release of that at Barnes & Noble. But I really wanted to read some of her romance books. So I picked up In the Likely Event, which says, when Izzy Astor gets on a plane to go home, she isn't expecting much. It's the usual holiday travel experience, busy, crowded, stressful. Then she spots her seatmate, who is anything but ordinary. Nate Felon sports dark hair, blue eyes, and a deliciously rugged charm that Izzy can't resist. Their connection is undeniable. Izzy never believed in destiny before, but she does now. Just 90 seconds after takeoff, their plane goes down in the Missouri River. I was hooked right there. Their lives change. They change. Nate goes on to a career in the military, while Izzy finds her way into politics. Despite a few chance encounters over the years, the timing never feels right. Then comes a high-stakes reunion in Afghanistan, where Nate is tasked with protecting Izzy's life. He'll do anything to keep her safe and everything to win her heart. So, I don't know, it sounds really good. I don't think it's like too many pages, just like over 300. So, hopefully I'll be able to read this maybe after business casual. I don't know, but it sounded really good. And if I don't read it, that's totally fine. I'll just renew it at the library. Okay, so I'm back from the library, and I went ahead and put my bingo card into my planner. And my planner is the Shop ARL planner. It is obviously a planner, but it's also a doodle planner. So like obviously like has this page. I didn't fill this in, probably should. And then like I just colored this page in. I don't really love like this pink color, but what are you gonna do? And then just like a little overview, and then reflections from 2024, highlights something that you learned, something you're proud of, and what do you want to leave in 2024. So I did that when I got home, and then this week I finished 2 books, which I think I recorded something yesterday about it, but I really don't know. So I finished The Match by Sarah Adams, which you may or may not have heard of this one. I don't know if I've actually heard of this before I purchased it. But it states Evie Jones has dedicated her time and her very limited funds to working for Southern Service Paws, the company that matched her with the love of her life, Charlie, a service dog trained to assist with her epilepsy. But it's no secret that the company has been struggling to make ends meet. It's up to her and her longtime mentor and boss to throw the fundraiser of the century to keep the doors open. Then Evie meets Jacob Broaden at a client consultation. There are instant sparks, but not the good kind, because Jacob's daughter set up the meeting without his knowledge. 10-year-old Sam was recently diagnosed with epilepsy and has wanted a service animal ever since. While he had reservations at first, it doesn't take long for Jacob to be convinced that a service dog, and possibly Evie with her magical woodland green eyes, might just be the best thing for him and his daughter. As Evie spends more time with Jacob and helps Sam find her perfect match with a lovable golden retriever named Daisy, she starts longing for something she's never had before, a loving family. For Jacob, falling in love with Evie is the last thing he should be doing, but love has a way of finding those who need it most. Which is really funny because I didn't read the back of it, so you find out like the daughter sets up the meeting within like the first few pages, but I didn't know that because I didn't read the back. But I really did think it was like a cute little read. It was really easy to read. Sarah Adams just is like a go-to because I know I'll enjoy her books. And then I also on audio finished, I think it was The Guest by B.A. Paris? I can't look up the summary because I'm using my phone. But basically there's this woman, her name is Lore, and then Iris, and I can't remember her husband's name. Lore comes to visit. Is it Lore? Or it might be, I don't know. I can't remember names. Anyway, this woman comes because she thinks that her husband has cheated on her and has this daughter. And basically this woman like kind of overstays her welcome at this other couple's house. They're all friends, and you kind of go from there. I'm really bad at like summaries, and I can't read it because it's on my phone. So it is a thriller. I like listening to thrillers on audio. I don't know why. I just think they're better on audio. So I finished those 2 books, and then this morning I started Business Casual, which I mentioned, and I've only gotten to through the first chapter. But this book is by B.K. Borison, and I know she's coming out with a book this year, which I already put a hold on at the library. But this one says Nova Porter isn't looking for love, and she certainly has no explanation for her attraction to buttoned up three-piece suit wearing investment banker Charlie Milford. Maybe it's his charm, or maybe it's his determination to help her fledgling business however he can. Either way, she's attracted every time he's around. With her new tattoo studio set up to open in her hometown of Inglewood, she doesn't have time for frivolous flirtations. In an effort to get Charlie out of her system once and for all, Nova offers a proposition. One night, no strings, they'll kick their uncomfortable attraction to the curb and return to their respective responsibilities. But their explosive night together scatters their expectations like fallen leaves. And with Charlie in town as a temporary head of Lovelight Farms, Nova can't quite avoid him. And Charlie, well, Charlie knows a good investment when he sees one. He's hoping he can convince Nova he's worth some of her time. So I actually didn't read the back of this either when I picked it up, because this is, I think, the fourth in the Lovelight Farm series. So I read them all except for this one. And I love them all. They're just such a fun read. So I know I'll probably enjoy this one. And then I still haven't chosen an audiobook, but I'll get to that when I get to that. So I'm probably just going to read a little bit of this and then probably make dinner soon. And soon I mean like 3 hours. I'll probably just be reading the whole time. Happy Sunday. Clearly, well, you may or may not be able to tell. It is the nighttime. I didn't really read today at all because we had our friend miss, so I was pretty busy for majority of the day. We just got home, cleaned up a little bit, and I forgot to go over what I read yesterday. So let's see. I was only up until I think like chapter 1, and I read up until chapter 11 last night. And so far I'm really enjoying it. It has been a little bit of like a slow burn. Like it's taken a little bit to kind of get where the book is going. But I really like Charlie, and obviously I like Nova because I've always liked her from the previous books. So probably like I hope I could finish this within the next, I would say 2 to 3 days, just depending on how much time I have. So I may do like, I'm not really sure if I'll do like starting tomorrow a week in my life reading vlog, or if I'll do like Monday through Thursday week vlog and then do Friday to Sunday weekend vlog. I guess it really just depends on how much I'm reading throughout the week, and that just really depends. So I may do 1 or 2 videos a week just depending on what's going on. I am though in January, obviously it's January, on January 20th when they're doing the midnight release for Onyx Storm, I am doing that at one of my Barnes & Nobles. So I may do an entire vlog for that, or it may go into a weekly vlog just depending on how much footage I have from the rest of the week or the weekend, just depending on what I'm doing. And I did get this microphone, so hopefully it's better, because I know that my dog's like collar and his tag was really loud in the previous clips and the previous the only other video that I've uploaded. So hopefully this helps a little bit, and also gives me something to do with my hands, so that's pretty nice. So I'll probably just wrap this up and then kind of pick up tomorrow, because I don't know how much reading I'll be doing tonight. I may read some in bed when I go to bed, but I don't think it's going to be much to talk about. But I did pick an audiobook, and it's from, I think it's Geneva Rose, if that's how I pronounce it correctly. I think it's You Shouldn't Have Come Here, and I've only listened to probably like 10 to 12% of it. So far it's really good. I really don't know. I don't read the summary. I just base off of vibes. So I don't actually really know what it's about. So hopefully we'll find out, and hopefully the twist is pretty nice. And hopefully I don't find out who I assume it's a killer or something. Hopefully I don't find out like halfway through, because that always bums me out. But I'm pretty oblivious when it comes to like thrillers. I'm again just here for the vibes. So I hope you guys like the first weekend vlog, and like, subscribe, comment anything, or if you have any suggestions about like audio or the quality. Right now I'm just using my phone, but if I stick with this I may get an actual camera, so I'm kind of looking into that. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.